Goju, oh cheers, Goju, Goja, Oreko so number one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the wrong song. It's more of a.
I mean, we got the wrong
the
Ranger
ring.
in the wrong suit, so
Yeah,
that's
we
most
do.
appropriate.
No. So you got to sing this episode. Ring of Rings.
Ring of Rings.
Clap your hands and summon the mighty god. Ring of Rings. We're gonna see who'll be number one. Ring of Rings.
Welcome everybody to the Superhero Special on the Morphin Network. Morphin time every time. We are going through the newest Super Sentai season of No.1 Sentai Gozyuger.
Where we'll be discussing the number one episode, the number one savior.
The number one savior. You're being joined by Jared, aka Don Brotaro Fury. Got Mike, King Kabuto. You got Axel Racer. Now, first question off the mat. Just off rip. Who do you expect to return, and what form will they take? Let's just cut to the chase. What are they coming back as?
You know what would be funny? If they got Red Racer's actor, but had him be Red Turbo.
That's
yes.
Because that is a running gag. Let's be honest.
One I did see was Decade Skasa come back as Marvelous.
Yeah.
Which, y'all in the right.
Actually, you know, be really funny if they got Masahiro Inoue to come back as Marvelous.
Nah, see what would be even better.
Honore Marvelous.
What would be even better is if you had Kamen Rider Baron come back as Marvelous because he tried out for the role.
He actually did get the role, but he had something that came up, so he couldn't be him.
Mm-hmm. See, I didn't know that part. So I didn't know he tried for the role, and they're friends. So
what I do find really interesting is how there's this running gag about Oran Pierre Alfonso hating the fact that when Kaito's in the kitchen, i.e. the Gaiden movies, but Kaito's actor in real life is in fact a real life patissier. So
interesting.
Get him back as Marvelous to finally play the role he had missed out on all those years ago.
Yeah. Although I think Ryota Ozawa did a great job as Marvelous.
No, he did.
And I wouldn't have it any other way.
But how?
That's why it would be
plays his role now.
See, I feel like this series is basically the Deadpool of the Deadpool 3 of Super Sentai, where it's like, let's get every possible fan fiction that we've ever conceived on Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, etc., and just make that a real thing. Down to Henry Cavill as Wolverine.
The Cavalry.
Cavalry.
I remember who's writing this season. It's an Inoue.
Yep.
Not Toshiki, but his daughter.
Yep.
Yes. I've heard about this.
And she did a Decade story, apparently. I haven't read it, but I'm down to read it because I'm a Decade fan. And Toshiki Inoue, I will admit, his stuff has been so-so on the writer side, but look what he did with Dawn Brothers. So I'm conflicted.
Yeah, no. For every Dawn Brothers, there is a Fize. For every Kabuto, there's a Hibiki.
So it's his work is
checkered.
Yes, it's checkered.
When it's good, it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's not, it's what the fuck?
Hey, that's Jetman in a nutshell.
Yeah.
But I believe his daughter will do great because she's done other works. I want to say she's done work in King Oger.
Yeah.
And Geats. So you've already got my seal of approval on those 2 seasons.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a head writer for Gozyuger, and she personally wrote the first 2 episodes. Apparently she's been interested in writing since childhood.
Interesting.
I mean, considering who her dad is.
Yeah.
And apparently she even wanted, and she even used a pseudonym to avoid being labeled as the daughter of Chiki Nui.
Yes, she did. And I actually respect the hell out of that. Like, oh, you want to make your own name in the industry? Don't need to use your daddy's name.
Yeah.
Yep. No, she's got. I think I knew.
And she's written episodes for Scarlet Nexus, One Piece, Sword Guy, and
yes. I just need to know what episodes of One Piece she wrote. Please be Wano arc. Please be Wano arc.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was a Wano episode. But I wouldn't be. But I also wouldn't be surprised if her dad did what's it called? A whole cake episode. Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that. Akiko Inoue with Ryuta Tasaki directing already. Mwah. But that's just because, again, if you worked on Geats, I'm already going to be good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she did 12 episodes of Gotchard. But among them was Rine's transformation episode. And she did the the Kitsune Village episodes, which were some of my favorite episodes from Gotchard, as much as I hate to admit,
There were good episodes of Gotchard.
Yeah.
There were good episodes of Gotchard. I can admit to that. And if she did those episodes of Gotchard, I feel better.
Yeah. Basically, she did all of Rine's and Renge's episodes.
She basically did a lot of the back half of Gotchard.
Yeah,
which were some good episodes.
Like Rine focus episodes were not bad, but I still can't stand the season as a whole. But I think we can all agree, like, what the hell is up with Cloth, though? Like, why are we supposed to care? We are given like bits and pieces that could get us hooked onto caring, but then something happens that makes us not want to care anymore.
I don't know.
It's like she and Ichinose only had one episode together to bottle up, and they never talked to each other again until literally the last episode. She's like, I fell for you. I wanted to be like you. Since when? Since when?
I mean, hey, look, like I said, let me look at Gotcha. Let's see the writing team besides her, because there was more than just her on the writing team. You had the co-head writers, Hasegawa and Uchida. So she worked with what she was given.
Mm-hmm.
She did her best.
Yeah. But so I'm looking at this episode list, and she pretty much did all the Rine focus episodes, starting with episode 19.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she also did Decade's side story.
That's why she's got my seal of approval.
Yeah. Oh, there's even a Cyan version of Decade.
Oh yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if she is also the writer for Kamen Rider Legend.
I don't think so. It would have said.
Yeah. But so this episode starts off about the same way that Megaforce does, but better.
We get it, Japan. We messed up.
We're sorry.
It's
even the fans are disappointed.
All of the
legit. How many shots have they taken at us since Zenkaiger? That's how long they've been taking shots at us. We get it. We screwed up. I
mean, I would say they've been taking shots since even freaking Kira Major, just because in Kier Major versus Ryu Soldier, you see a poster of Stanley Spielberg, which in itself is a shot at Power Rangers, because if you know where Stanley Spielberg's from, well, you know. I'll give you a hint. I got stars and stripes on my neck.
Yeah, Akiba Ranger.
Yeah.
American powerful. Yeah, what is it with Japan taking our American powerful Rangers and turning it into their Sentai?
Yeah, it's so odd. And now they're ripping off our greatest season, Super Mega Force, and turning it into a god-awful ripoff called No.1 Sentai Gozyuger.
I thought they ripped it off and turned it into Gokaiger.
They turned it into something good. Just take what we did in America, sprinkle in some Geets and Decade. Watching this episode and knowing who wrote this episode, why it felt like Decade, duh. I should have realized, this felt like Decade for some reason. Oh, because Inoue.
Yeah. I it'd be funny if, since she's now, the head showrunner, it'd be funny if, this season ends up being superior to any of Toshiki's seasons. My daughter has surpassed me.
Well, considering he's also
is number one.
Manga, I think she's got a good chance of that. Yeah. But
yeah, so we have the legendary Battle of the Titans. And by Titans, we mean the Megazords. And honestly, I love that we actually see a lot of the Megazords. You could have just gotten, the last 5 Megazords from the last...
Bundaro died again.
Yeah, he's in his arms, but then next episode you see him standing upright.
No, Bundaro just came back. We literally just got him back. Why is he dead again? And then seeing the Thunder Zord, I mean Dyrano.
Yeah, that
brought back some trauma.
Yeah, yeah. You got a bunch of carriers too, like the Cetus carrier from Gingaman. Or you got the one from Bioman from Denji.
Right
Bio Robo.
You got the jet from you got the jet from Go Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Barry Dream.
Yeah, you got Tor the Shuttle Zord. You got
Daimugen.
Yeah, you got Dyrano. You got Buster O, you got Gokai O, Kyoryujin, you got Chunin Megazord from Kaku Ranger, Q Reno, you got the Shogun Megazord, a Delta Megazord, freaking Daijujin. Oh man, Battle Fever Robo. And interestingly enough, you got the leg part of what's his name, of Rescue Megazord.
Victory Robo.
Yeah. You know that formation where it's just.
I'm gonna call BS on that. That is literally anything from Lightspeed Rescue with the most powerful Megazords, bar none.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Not only do you have the Super Train cars, but you also have the actual just the blue, pink, and the yellow, forming the legs.
See, that's what I call this is a power fantasy. You can't tell me these are the most powerful Zords, bar freaking none, and then that's it. Nah, Lupin, I could believe because I saw Lupin Ranger's mech. Sure.
Yeah, I see Maji King, Tokuo, Denji Robo. What's his name? Oh, Live Robo, Geki Toja, Delta Megazord, Astro Megazord.
I can take the disrespect on some of those Zords, but Tor and the Super Train, those where I'm about to draw the line. How?
Yeah,
I see RV Robo, Bruma Jean.
Yeah, you actually see Grand Liner derail.
Yeah. But I love how Bio Robo is one of the ones that's still standing, because it's we got some of that Filipino representation.
I guess
Power fantasy BS.
Yeah.
Don't
and one of
show Thomas. Don't show Thomas Jujubee Majin. Dead.
Yeah, there's Ryusoul King,
Kishiryuo.
Gao.
Wait a minute.
Gao
You're saying
King.
that Tiramigo's dead?
No, Tiramigo is one of the ones that gave his power to
Pegasword.
Yes. I'm gonna tell my brother. I'm gonna call my brother like, yo, wake up. What? The stupid dinosaur we don't like is dead. He's dead. It's a good day.
Yeah. So they combined their powers to make one final beam for this one final Megazord to like cast off the shadows. Like Oba-chan ga iteita te no michi o iki subite wo tsukatsuru otko.
Basically, we just did legendary battle to the Galactus Cloud.
Yep.
Yeah. And then his power scattered to a bunch of rings.
But not wizard rings.
Yeah. I wish that my wizard rings were not boxed up right now, because I would bring them out and display.
I have a few in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah, but
actually, I have a whole mess of them in a Ziploc bag.
So yeah,
I'm just patiently waiting for the Car Ranger ring to be released. It's going to be released with Kira Major in a 2-pack. How fitting!
I feel like Car Ranger should have been released with Turbo Ranger.
Yeah, I do too, but I can see why it's with Kira Major, because Kira Major is also a vehicle season with gemstones.
And Kira Silver is right now doing great work as Vrom. So,
oh man, I love his performance as Vlam. Vlamity Vlam. Vlamity Vlam.
He got his careful arrow. He got his careful go arrow in the Vrom Breaker.
Yeah,
I love it. But back to this Go Kaiju Decade ass episode of Super Sentai.
Yeah. So we open up at a 7-Eleven. Which, by the way, Japanese 7-Eleven, like, even though I've never been to Japan, I've seen videos of it. Looks way bougier than American 7-Eleven.
Well, I don't think it was 7. I think it was it was just a regular combini, maybe a Family Mart or not a Lawson, maybe like a Family Mart.
Yeah, but I mean it's family owned, but like it's got those 7-Eleven vibes. You got those like Frankfurters on a spit.
Yeah.
Family Mart is basically in Japan. 7-Eleven, Family Mart, and Lawson, and then the other the small mom and pop ones.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, and like freaking what's it called? Yeah, so like their 7-Eleven makes looks like our Fresh Mart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, they're 7. My friend, she told me they're bringing some of the 7-Eleven menu from Japan to America, and I'm like, so we're just gonna screw it up? Why would we do that?
Yeah, well, here's another ticker that you don't know. Some of the Japanese exclusive soda flavors, like Japanese Pepsi, Japanese Coca-Cola, Japanese Fanta, that costs you $8 per bottle.
Yep, Pepsi Man.
Probably out west, but out here, not that far off. But
yeah, if I want my Japanese soda, I go to a freaking Mandarake, Daiso. That one place on Redondo Beach next to the Book Off.
Yeah, we got meats. Basically, we got Mitsuwas, Dino Boo's. We got a lot of Asian markets out here on the East Coast.
Especially the ones that have like a dine-in, like an Eden.
Yeah.
Because one of my favorite things to do, in Little Tokyo, is just like hang out at the Galleria, go to the grocery store, get some curry, and just chillax.
Yes. Oh, I love it. I love doing that. I love the vibes over in Little Tokyo. I miss it.
Yeah.
But we have a Japan Village, so it's something similar, indoorsy, and it has a Book Off upstairs. So I mean, it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So for me, man, but I'm curious what it's like to be in like real Japan and like go to like eat curry there.
Yeah.
I just want to go to Don Quixote
Mm-hmm.
and Super Potato. I want to get a bunch of just games. I just want to get a lot of games.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the life-size Godzilla head in Shinjuku.
Oh, food wise, I'm just staking out all the way. Like pure protein. I'm not gonna distract myself with any starches like rice or potato. No. Pure meat all the way, some veggies to get like the minimum requirement for the carb intake, but it's like nothing but beef, like all the way through. Like I want to go to Black Hole Steakhouse because it's all you can eat premium steak. At least it was at the time I heard of it. I don't know if it still is. Definitely gonna check out Kamen Rider Cafe. That's probably the only place I'm gonna consume any dessert foods.
Kamen Rider Cafe, Super Sentai Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, touristy wise, I would go to like the animation museums because I studied animation. Basically, my goal is a career. Yeah. So going to see seeing like Miyazaki sheets and stuff would definitely be so badass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me, no, it's like if I'm gonna eat any dessert, it's gonna be inside a tokusatsu cafe or Universal Studios Japan. That's it. Like anything outside of that, it's just meat. Like the full Luffy diet, you know. Like it's like that's my way of doing gains. It's like
my plan: go to Toys R Us, buy any Rider Sentai stuff, go to the candy section there, buy my Kamen Rider gummies,
and get yourself an obligatory giraffe plushie from Ishibana.
Nah, I'm gonna wait for Mia to come to work.
But it's Bakuage.
But we're not talking about Bakuage. We're talking about being number one.
That's right. So freaking 7-Eleven gets robbed.
Technically, we are being a bit. We're talking being Bakuage. Well,
yes, because
but also trying to be number one.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on in this episode. So with our main hero,
Haruhi Iuchi.
I'm just gonna call him Wolf Boy, so I learned his name proper. Wolf Boy is there, just not giving a damn about his job.
While working next to him is none other than is freaking Haruhi Iuchi. Oh my god, Haruhi Iuchi, I'm your biggest fan. I loved you in Babudra. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just a simple guitarist.
I swear to God, we're watching this episode live, and I'm like, that's
Iuchi.
That's not. No.
Iuchi.
No,
glasses?
No, it's Taya Husty.
Yo, I swear to God, the Clark Kent disguise worked. I don't care what anybody says. Clark Kent Superman disguise works because this episode had me like, no.
Welcome to the world of Idris Elba.
Yo,
because when he played Charles Minor in The Office, like he also had the glasses, and like for half a second, like you're questioning, wait, is that Idris Elba? No, wait, hold on, this is I don't know. See that self-doubt whether or not it is Idris Elba is just enough doubt for Charles Minor to trick you into not realizing that he's actually Brock Superman.
Yeah, for real. Like I'm like, what the Clark Kent hell is he doing here? Did he sell his company? Did he change his name? Like, what's going on? What's good with you, my guy?
Yeah. No, I swear, one of the most disappointing things about watching Hobbs and Shaw is that when Idris Elba called himself Black Superman, I'm surprised Agent Hobbs is like, yeah, well, if you're Black Superman, I'm Black Captain Marvel. And that's White Virgil Hawkins over there. What are you
White Virgil Hawkins.
Yeah, because he was in Crank.
I got that reference.
Yeah.
Static Shock.
I mean, I was just watching Crank yesterday. I was watching Crank yesterday.
Yeah, Crank is so good. Crank 2?
I still rocks with it. I rocks with Crank and Crank High Voltage.
Honestly, I think you appreciate High Voltage more when you watch it back to back than if you watch it by itself.
I mean, when I first saw Crank, I saw it from Crank 2, then I watched the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watched both back to back from moving forward, but I could watch either or.
See, I remember the way I saw both movies was I had this classmate who was a huge Pearl Jam fan. And like he let me borrow his copy of what's it called, Vitology album, which is the best album, by the way. And he's like, hey, I have Crank 1 and 2. You should check them out. Here, you can borrow my DVDs. I'm like, okay, thanks. And it's like, well, he did steer me wrong with Vitology. So I'm like, if he thinks Crank and Crank 2 is good, I may as well check it out. And I'm like, Crank 1, it's like, oh my god, this is amazing. Crank 2, it's like, it's all right. But I appreciate the creativity. Thankfully, there isn't a Crank 3, but still. It's like,
I would like a Crank 3.
Yeah.
Taya stops a robbery and he gets fired for it. No, not Taya.
No.
Wolf Boy stopped it.
No.
Yeah, I know. It was a slip of the tongue because we're talking about Boom Boom Jerk.
Takumi Max stopped it.
Yeah,
he stopped it
Max.
with a glizzy.
Yeah, Hoeru. That's his name.
Yeah,
like Howl.
Yeah. Horo. Gozyuger. Yeah, and like he's like, you almost dropped a premium Frank. Do you know how much of a luxury that is for me? And then like he uses it as a spoon, which is a Doctor Who reference. And then and it's like the dude like tries to like swing his knife at him, and like it just slices the Frankfurter at just the right angle that the natural succulent juices of the sausage squirt right into the criminal's eyes.
This sounds terrible out of context.
Hey, yo, no Diddy.
Yeah,
he had the nut juices up in his eye. No Diddy.
I ain't saying the thing, but much like Vivica Fox from Set It Off, he's the one who gets fired.
For no damn reason, because they're scared of him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, Jared, are you in Shalafar? Oh, I am not. I do not envy you.
Oh, the legendary stuff. What? Okay, let's
Shalafar is not a place I want to be, but they have damn good pomegranates. It's a clip show episode.
Yeah, basically, for moving forward, I'm gonna be using the Forever Kids channel unless I feel like putting on YouTube and using Tokushoutsu, because Tokushoutsu has been taken off of Pluto TV.
Yeah, I got so mad at that. I wanted to like have some Car Ranger in the background while I do some work, and there's no Tokushoutsu. What's going on?
There is Tokushoutsu technically if you live in Brazil or Mexico and you still have Pluto TV.
I mean, in Mexico they have a Death Note channel.
Yes, they do.
Pero la programa es en español.
Yes.
And plus in Brazil they have Tokusatsu that aired back in the day on Netflix. You know, Changeman, Flashman, Maskman, Just Beyond, Uriah, Giban.
I know Netflix Japan had the VSinex for 01.
Yes, it did. I can confirm that I actually did watch it on Netflix. But yeah, no, Tokusatsu is on Pluto TV in Brazil and Mexico, which shows all those old Tokusatsus. But Tokushoutsu still does exist. It's just on YouTube and Twitch live at this very moment as we're talking. They're showing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Tokushoutsu's still around. You just got to go on YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you could go to Tubi for on demand, but I like the randomness of it being like, oh, will it be Car Ranger? Will it be Ultraman Leo?
I think
Will it be Kamen Rider Classic?
Let me see. I think they're still on demand on Pluto as well.
No, on demand. Yes, they are, but not like live. But if I wanted like background noise, I love the randomness of the live channel.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. I got you. But I did more of a video on that on the Henshin Gate YouTube and the shorts section. Yeah, we do shorts now. So yeah, there you go. Cheap plug.
Yeah. But yeah, we get a clear reference to Kamen Rider Blade because much like in the Jacaranda, Horoe just gets like berated for being late on his rent.
Yeah.
And then he gets attacked by a bunch of goons from the robbery from earlier, but he just like. He takes a beating like Kuwabara, like he Kuwabara's like right through all these guys. It's like, but there's no Iguchi for me to hold back from, but I'm still gonna take a beating like a man. Yeah, and so like naturally, like freaking, Iuchi shows up to get him like a 250 yen snack. It's like you can't just be like meandering through life without a dream. I have a dream, and I'm going to have both hands on the driver's seat of becoming a rock star.
Yep, he's going to deliver happiness with his music.
Yes, it's like, man, Iuchi, you're so inspirational. If only I had a dream. But I do not because of a traumatic flashback, which will remain ambiguous for the next couple of episodes.
Yeah. He a trauma baby.
Yeah, he a trauma baby. Meanwhile, in another dimension, we got a bunch of
crash outs,
freaking bellboys. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, because the villains are wedding themed this season.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, think about it. Think about it. We've got they're called the Bride On, like bride. You've got wedding bell heads
from Dino Charge.
Oh, yeah. It's like you got Mr. Shining Knife and Mrs. Lovely Cake.
Yeah,
we get it. We screwed up. We get it, Japan.
Stop. Yeah, and like the two humanoid characters are like Candelabra and a Bouquet.
Yeah,
we get it. We screwed up. We're sorry.
And I do find it interesting is that the main characters are described as like being the biggest jerks on the planet. Like this guy is such a jerk he can't hold down a full-time job. This guy's such a jerk that despite being a pop idol, he's a jerk to his fans. This dude is an earnest student, but he wants to be the cool guy. This dude abandoned his parents to become a cult leader.
Yeah, he's a lost cause.
Yeah, Yellow Ranger's a lost cause. And Black Ranger, she left the police force in the Philippines to become a private eye on her own.
Mm-hmm.
So she's thinking hard boiled.
Yeah.
Yep.
Basically, the Blue Ranger being a jerky pop idol makes sense. The Green Ranger wanting to be cool, boy, you gotta first change that yee ass haircut you got. Boy, you look worse than.
Meanwhile, the bad guys, for the most part, are acting like what would typically be the good guys. The bombastic protagonist, Candelabra, and the sweet and compassionate Bouquet.
Leggy ass girl.
Yeah. It's like we must find the ring of destruction before freaking the Tegasword the god of destruction Tegasword shows up.
But that's a card in Kaiba's deck. Ring of Destruction, aka Hakai Ring in the Japanese version.
Okay, now these two make me think of Sonoi, and Sanaza. Will we get that type of, romantic tension between our two villains and our heroes? It's in a new way written show. Just because it's the daughter don't mean it ain't.
Yeah.
I doubt it, with him being such this Kendall guy is he a menace.
Like he's basically Momoe Taro, but in nice clothing.
Mm-hmm.
He's the love child of Momotaro and Sonoi.
Yeah. Yep.
Speaking of nice clothes, actually no, we'll get to that. We'll get to it. I have words. I have words about those clothes, but yeah, he shows up basically just saying, "Yo, I'm gonna be number one," just wrecking shop off rip. I'm like,
oh yeah. Yeah, and then
all about his
like he just like he's like first of all, I love how the hanger kind of reminds me of Go Busters.
Yeah.
And then he uses a dimensional portal through, bear with me, a Ferris wheel. Yep, just like
so someone called Dustin saying his Megazord's been compromised.
Yeah. And then freaking like he starts wrecking the place. It's like, aren't you supposed to be looking for a ring? Like, how are you going to like find a ring if you're going to destroy the whole place?
Say what you will. Man gets the job done, though.
Yeah.
He gets it done. I can't even be mad at it. He's a little too rambunctious, bombastic. Because if I had to choose between him or Sonoi, obviously I'm going more Sonoi because he was cool, calm, collected. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, but this guy's hot and passionate. Quite literally.
But I think he'll grow on me this season.
Yeah.
He'll grow on me.
Yeah, and then freaking Iuchi like stands up, like, I will not stand for this. The time has come for me to make my heroic scene. And it's like, and this is the part where you're like, oh my god, he's gonna say the line. It's like
engage.
Boom, 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 boom. A sword armament. Wait, what? You are king. You are king. Kuga Oja.
I've been seeing that Deadpool Wolverine meme all freaking week.
I wanted to make it myself, but someone beat me to it.
A lot of people have been making that meme, and I'm not mad at it. Good on y'all. But y'all
it's
can
like,
do that. But
just to give you an idea of what this feels like, it's like, just to give you an idea of what this feels like in Power Ranger terms, like for all you Power Ranger fans who are not following Super Sentai up until this moment, imagine Time for Lightspeed. Like you got like the Time Force Rangers, and then Sean Johnson shows up like all heroically. It's like, looks like you guys need my help. Go Galactic. Like that, like Sean Johnson dressed up as the Galaxy Red Ranger. That's what this feels like.
Pretty much. I mean, you've got Taya being his predecessor, well, dressed up as his predecessor.
Maybe something happened on the BBG.
Mm-hmm.
Like this could take.
It's been a year.
It's been a while. Like we can confirm that they are going into. Oh yeah, and I did call that. I wanted to say I freaking called it. BBG race to King Oger. Damn, it's good to be right.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to be surprised if when the eventual Gozyuger versus Boon Boomger comes out, when Taya and Hoaru meet each other, I'm not going to be surprised if Hoaru, who says, you look a lot like somebody I used to work with.
But then that spills the question.
This is what I wish happened. See, this is what I wish happened in Sonic 3, like in that scene where like Sonic's chasing after Shadow on that motorcycle. I wish Sonic would say, "Hey, anyone ever tell you you sound just like Jack Traven?" I don't know who that is.
Oh yeah, because they watched Point Break.
No, because he watched Speed.
Oh yeah, Speed. I was like,
it's like everyone in the live-action Sonic universe has watched Speed except for Shadow.
Well,
because freaking Tom loves Speed, Maddie loves Speed, Sonic loves Speed. Presumably, Tails might enjoy the movie too, because Tails is the Harry Temple to Sonic's Jack Traven. Freaking Wade is a fan because if you watch the Knuckles series, like he has a poster of the movie Speed in his childhood wall. I'm not kidding. Like, watch episode 3. And it might be safe to assume that if Knuckles likes Pretty Woman, he probably also likes Speed. And the fact that freaking Eggman asked the question, what is the speed of light divided by the speed of sound divided by the speed of the bus from the movie Speed? And Gerald Robotnik is able to answer that question means he has to know that the bus from Speed was traveling 80 kilometers per hour, which means both Ivo and Joe Robotnik are also fans of Speed. And so am I. And so should you be.
But then also but my question now, is Taya's actor staying like on some Black Kaito business? Or is it just like, okay, he's just doing this episode and the next episode, and then we'll see him again in a couple of months for Boom Boomger? Like,
probably.
I honestly hope he stays just a bit, because maybe they learned from Black Kaito to be like, all right, we don't have to do exactly what we did there. She learned from her father that, okay, if we're going to have a returning actor just literally a season later, we're going to do it like this instead of the way we did it before. Because I feel like, she's definitely... She has similarities to her father writing-wise, but I feel like she can definitely do her own thing. And I think having Taya's actors stay this season will definitely prove that.
Yeah.
Who knows? But what do you, the audience, think? Do you think Ty is staying, or is he just a cameo just to set us up, like with the 11th Doctor graciously propping up the 12th Doctor so we can be used to that? Which I was one of those who was on board with Capaldi day one, but people needed to get used to him. So we had Matt Smith saying, "Hey, it's okay, we'll baby you into getting used to this guy who's a badass with a tank and a guitar." Maybe Goju Wolf is the same. It's like, oh, we're not used to, like, we were so used to Taya. Maybe we're like, now we just need a little prop to be like used to this Wolf boy. Although I already like the Wolf boy. I had my reservations. I like it. I like his stuff.
Yeah, like I said before, I've been wanting a Red Wolf Ranger for a long time because other than cats, wolves are my favorite animals. So naturally, Red Wolf Ranger, and he's the lone wolf, like the fan Red Wolf Ranger that I thought up of. Toei, are you spying on me? Should I sue?
See, I'm pretty sure the makers of Avatar are spying on me because their new Avatar series sounds way too similar to my fan-made Avatar series. I mean, think about it. An Earthbender with a twin who has a disability and is being chased by both humans and the spirit world. I don't know. I swear to God, if there's a firebending Kyoshi warrior in this new series, I'm gonna flip a table.
I mean,
with my earthbending.
I mean, Hollywood would be listening on anybody and everybody on the internet, so it wouldn't be surprising.
Anywho, but yeah. So yeah, like freaking in this. So like the homeboy, despite his weak personality, is putting up a decent enough fight as Kuwagata Oger, but Hoero is like being the badass he is just like trying his best to put up a fight as a civilian, but somehow gets kicked into like another dimension where he finds the grave of Zords. I feel like this episode is taking elements from the Boom Studios comics, but doing them better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he gets much like Troy, who has a similar outfit scheme as Horeo,
but Horeo wearing Tims. He got the Tims on.
Yeah, because they both got a red shirt with a black jacket and a chain.
Yeah.
They both have that boy bandish hairstyle, and they both have like vague dreams about a legendary war.
Yeah, which Troy never tells Gosei.
Mm-hmm.
You think of all people, he tell him about that.
He mentions it like once or twice at best.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's just like my dream. Like,
and then only Sierra Hana's like, oh wait, what dream? You want to tell me more about this dream? Only for her to be the one and only person to be like, hey, it's just like in your dream.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, don't you think you should like address this a little bit more? Also, why do the other 4 Rangers know nothing about this dream?
Yeah, man. Why you?
I mean, I get it. Like, Yellow Ranger's the cool one this season, but
why are you Super Saiyan? Like, what was that? Why are you a Super Saiyan?
He is real Super Saiyan.
He's the Saiyan man. You know what I'm saying? Are you seeing what I'm saying? But yeah,
I think he went Super Saiyan because apparently one of the original ideas was that Troy was supposed to be chosen by the Morphin Grid, so that was like Morphin Grid energy. But like a lot of things in Megaforce, it doesn't get explained.
No,
see, there's a simple explanation for that.
Guy is the cause. Gotcha. Bowler hat guy. See that? See, that explains everything. Bowler hat guy with green Morphin Master just screwing around.
I hate how they use the green Morphin Master as a Deus Ex Machina, but that's a different topic of conversation.
Hey, that explains it. Anything wrong in Power Rangers?
Blame Morphin it Master, on Bowler hat guy.
Green Morphin Master and Bowler hat guy they just be screwing around.
Yeah. So we get we find the shrine with the Ring of Destruction, and a bunch of Bell dudes try to claim it, and they get sucked up by it.
Actually, yeah. I like the Bell henchman designs. They're simple.
Yeah. It's like it seems silly at first that they're bells, but the thing is, first of all, wedding bells, so it stays on theme. But also, like, despite them being bells, like, I love those little slits on their eyes. It kind of reminds me of Ryuki a little bit. Yeah. It's like getting a helmet from Ryuki and then putting on the bodysuit of what's it called? God, I'm trying to remember their names. God damn it! It's only been 2 years.
Like, so you're thinking the same thing, Jamotos?
Yeah, Jamotos. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I was thinking, okay, these are Jamotos with bell heads.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's like Jamoto body with like a Ryuki helmet.
Literally exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's like freaking we are the Jamar bells. Yeah, it's gonna be a Jamar wedding. Yeah, here comes Daichi. He'll screw your jeans. He'll turn you into a plant zombie. Oh, and by the way, one thing that we did not touch upon, is I love how there's like a demented version of the wedding march playing in the background while Candelabra is destroying the city.
Yeah.
I noticed that actually.
Yeah, it was such a cool touch. You know, it's like you're about to get married to your demise. Till death do you part.
Damn.
That's actually badass. Badass. But
see, Toei, you should have hired me to assistant produce the season.
I like what's her name? Bridezilla. Miss
Yeah,
Spicy
Bridezilla. Okay.
I mean, I just liked her fit.
Yeah. So Bouquet shows
if
up.
I was taking the world, I mean, I'll like let her have bits of the world, get 20% ish. You know.
Mm-hmm. So Bouquet shows up and she's like, "Don't touch that ring. Like that, the ring of destruction is necessary to save the two worlds." And like she even like bows down to him and like introduces herself all proper. It's like most baddies, like they just straight up go for the attack, but no, she takes the time to introduce herself, explain herself, and she even tries to like say, "Oh, I'm trying to save two worlds."
I mean, I would have heard her out a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like this is like so. Like I love how like she's like making herself out to be like this heroic character, and heck, even freaking what's his name, Candelabra like calls himself the No.1 savior. Oh, and when he shows up, I'm the No.1 savior, Candelabra, and that kind of reminded me of that line from Hellsinger. It's like, oh, it's like I'm here to save you. Oh, thank God, it's the Catholic Church from yourselves. Oh no, it's the Catholic Church.
So we know. So the Candleman is gonna be feuding with Red, and Bouquet. She's gonna be feeling the pop idol.
Yeah, she's probably no. I think the pop idol's probably gonna have the hots for her, but she's gonna have the hots for Hoeru.
Maybe.
Love triangle.
Love triangle. It is part of the Inui playbook.
So one of them's gonna be in jail. Who gonna be in jail? I think the idol is gonna it's gonna have such a scandal it'll end up in jail.
Yeah. So he puts the ring on and he's like, it's like you I will grant you one wish, but to make this contract you must pay one thing in return. And I'm like, why aren't you made out of said what? Why aren't you made out of said what do you mean? I mean, you're an Imagine, right? You're supposed to like grant me a wish, and then like you go into like a critical moment in my past. What? This isn't Kamen Rider Deno. This is Gozyuger. What are you talking about?
You were thinking Deno. I was thinking Kamen Rider Beast.
Mm-hmm.
But then I also remembered, oh wait, that's Yuki Kaiji. Oh, so Aaron alive all this damn time. So instead of being in the paths, he's in a mech now.
Yeah.
Well, he was a mech technically before. He was Gown in Zenkaiger.
So man went from
a yellow lion to a golden wolf.
So instead of just staying dead after post rumbling, he's just like, nah, I'm gonna be a lion. Nah, I'm gonna be a wolf now. Pick a side, man.
I'm gonna be a hand. Master hand.
Man can't decide what he want to be with his newfound freedom.
I just realized in Gozyuger, we had Master Head. In Gozyuger, we have Master Hand.
No, that's the golden hand from Aladdin King of Thieves.
So
like with the 60th
don't touch the golden hand.
So with the 60th season, have like a dude who turns into a giant golden foot, Master Foot.
Oh gosh, keep all the fetishists away from that.
Yeah, let's not. I'm afraid to look at Reddit.
Yeah, but no, he's literally Master Hand because like he's a giant hand. Yeah, so it's like, what is your wish? I do not have a wish. And then flashback to his mom disappearing. I'm like, between Gov and Gozyuger, how many moms disappeared?
And did this mom get with an alien dude? Like, where's his pops?
I don't know.
Oh, and what's funny is Hanto's mom was killed by a wolf. With a red belt. And now we have a red wolf as a ranger who also has a missing mom. Coincidence? Oh. I say probably.
I mean, Toei, you know what to do. Crossover the shows in the spring, and then Hanto will have that closure by fighting Goju Wolf.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's like, what, you don't have a wish? Well, I'll tell you what. You make a contract with me, fight a bunch of Red Rangers, and you'll come up with a wish. How does that sound? I don't know. Well, too bad. You're the protagonist of your own season. That's why instead of a silver hand, you're getting a golden one. Yep. That's right. You get to have my gold fingers. Is that a James Bond reference? Maybe.
And of course, he fights with a wild fighting style, which is to be expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get the fighting, well, actually, no, before we even talk about it, we gotta talk about the mech fight. Yeah. And how he basically.
Actually, it's kind of interesting. We have a mech fight before we have like a suited fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his
something different.
Basically, his drip is Kibo Ranger in Fashion Week.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like it's like it looks like something straight out of Boom Studios comics. Let's be honest.
Yes,
it really does.
But better. Yeah, it looks like something that either Boom Studios Zordon or Tommy would wear.
Yeah,
for no reason. And yeah, so they're in a fighting ring, and it's like, and like you got like a bunch of Taiko players and Oidon cheerleaders, like chanting both sides. And yeah, freaking like, where's my Elite Beat Agents game? Like, I know I have it here somewhere. And yeah, they both have to introduce themselves. I'm the Invincible Fire Candle Captain, the Bright on Suicide Squad. I'll purify you in flames. And it's like fire time and time again. I'll find both a job and a wish. Lone Wolf, Tono Hoeru. I'm gonna be number one.
Actually, yeah. Yeah, there was a whole ass boxing ring, and I was just like, I get it. Like Geki Ranger.
Fight. Like they got a Street Fighter style fonts and everything.
Mm-hmm. This is definitely a fighting game.
Like we got that superhero time bumper where it's like, where like you got freaking Chocodan Gochizo as a playable fighter.
The superhero time intro outro is also on Henshin Gate's YouTube channel. You can just check that out there. Shameless plug aside, no. The mech fight, it popped off. It did what it had to do to show us the Tegazord for the Tegazord Wolf.
Yeah.
And like
I love that they maintained the whole scarf motif from the previous season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then right after he's like, oh no, the Boom Boom Kuwagata guy is down.
Yeah, and like I love how he just like how Tega sort of like just like palms him in the face, because I'm like his hand of mine is burning red. Its loud roar tells me to grasp victory. And then he like straight up turns the entire Tega sword into a giant hand and just like karate chops.
Oh, he's like bop bop. He's like, oh, someone's watching Cobra Kai.
Soccer boppers,
more fun than a pillow fight.
Oh, or like Buzz Lightyear to the rescue.
he basically just whooped him, and he's like, no,
I'm gonna yeet the heck out of here. Yeah, he does have like a spinning sword finisher, which honestly is very impractical considering like the whole weapon is basically a guitar. But and believe me, I love me a nice guitar. That's why Voldo's my main on a rare instance I play Soul Calibur. But oh man, that finishing pose. But yeah, so while Candelabra retreats, like we gotta save Daikua, gotta Oger. Oh, by the way, I love how like the cockpit of Tega's sword looks like a giant hand holding a ring.
Very on theme.
Yeah. It's like a blink and you miss, but like if you really pay attention, it straight up looks like a hand holding a giant ring in its palm. So like he just slides out of the Megazord, being all cool and stylish, and he freaking like he's freaking Garo, and then like he fully transforms.
It works because Garo is a wolf.
Ooh. And the howling causes 4 of the rings to vibrate.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
Yeah, but it makes sense. Garo is a wolf. We have a Red Wolf Ranger. Wolfception.
And they both have a heavenly sword.
I need to know now. Who was the freaky frog to decide that, yo, you know what we're gonna do with these rings? Have them vibrate. Mm-hmm. We know what you do in your spare time, you freak.
Mm-hmm. Oh my.
We know what you do.
Unless we finally understand how the rings work. They're basically like decoder rings, right? To like rotate them.
But if they vibrate like that, I'm gonna need like I'm gonna need those rings for scientific purposes. Obviously.
Yeah.
I have an idea of what I would do with those rings, but
I don't want to know.
Can't say on YouTube. Well, at least I can't say on this YouTube side.
You're gonna summon a You're gonna summon a portal to the world of Ishibana.
I mean, I'm gonna open up some portals, all right, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But
so Goju will pretty much save the day, but the city's pretty much destroyed, Zack Snyder style.
Combo breaker.
Yeah.
Ultra combo. Ding ding. Winner. Goju Wolf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and meanwhile, elsewhere we got Goju Unicorn, Goju Eagle being like, so it has begun. My like the current me is dead, and a new me shall be born.
Like,
so
okay, eats the fuck.
Yeah, like that's weird. But then he finds Iuchi and gives him the 250 yen he owes him.
Oh yeah, he owed him.
You know what's funny? Like people have become Red Rangers for all kinds of reasons. I want to save my family. This armada destroyed my curry. I have a fear of Fazenta Day. But this dude's like, I want to become the Red Ranger so I could pay a guy back for the 250 yen I owe him. That's $3, man, at most, and $2 at least.
Man, Buddha became a Red Ranger because of $3. I mean, all right, man, we ball.
It's like just when you thought people would have become Red Rangers for less, this dude just straight up does it for 250. Yep. 250. Yeah. And then dude's like, you want to be number 1? But you don't have a dream. You don't deserve to be number 1. So Iuchi just completely loses his Bakuage, and he armament changes into Kuwagata Oger, and they start fighting.
Mm-hmm.
They be fighting.
Mm-hmm. They scrapping. And that's how we end the episode.
Yeah. And yeah, that's the episode.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Blue and Yellow are watching the fight from the background.
Mm-hmm.
So, thoughts on this first episode?
Thoughts? 10 out of 10. No notes. I like the I liked everything about it. It felt like watching Geets, Decade, Boom Boomger, and again, being that we just came off of Boom Boomger, seeing Taya felt like, okay, this is a good transition, letting us ease into this new Red, which I'm already with it. I'm ready with him. I did have my reservations. I'm like, oh god, they're facing off these past Reds. So I'm thinking, nah, you just can't bring back Moi Moi Taro and have him job out like this. But as if this is what we're doing, bringing back previous Sentai leaders in different forms, I mean, I'm with it. Because it's like, it just proves you can't beat the real Moi Moi Taro. Hell, bring in American Rangers and play these Sentai heroes. Yoshi's been in Sentai, which we still adapted that freaking episode.
Oh, imagine if they get Yoshi to become like
Ninja.
I was gonna say if he becomes Kyoru Red, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can be Kyoru Red
one.
too.
Either one. So this episode builds the possibility that anything can happen this season. And I know for a fact, with this being its anniversary, we're just going to do all the anniversary gimmicks early on and then focus strictly on this team and their story moving forward, which I'm okay with.
Oh, here's another one that might be interesting. What if Haruto Soma's actor became Maji Red?
Magicception.
And he uses rings. So
rings.
This is going to be new.
As long
as I'm a ring-bearing wizard.
As long as he still eats sugar donuts.
Yeah. Good. As long as he doesn't put mayonnaise on them.
Oh gosh.
Especially, I mean that's more. I mean, Beast has come back in recent seasons of Rider, so I can see him coming back for this as well.
Yeah. Oh, you know who I would love to see come back? What's his name? The actor who played Dan Kuroto.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be.
He could be Mega Red because video games.
Let him come back. Dan Kuroto in anything, I will watch.
Yeah. Oh, him as Mega Red. That actually would be interesting. Or let's see. Oh man, I would love to. Oh, what if one of the Geki Rangers became a Die Ranger?
That could work.
Yeah, definitely would be good. I would love to see John come back. No. Kira May Green comes back as Geki Red.
Oh, it'd be really interesting if Bonbon from Deca Ranger and Akashi Satoru from Bokenger became Patron Ichigo and Lupin Red.
I can see it.
Because one's a cop, the other is a grave robber.
We're cooking. See, we got possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
Well,
or vice versa,
because of the budget.
Yeah. This episode, I'd give it a 10. It's a good start to a season, and that whole plot twist with freaking Iyuchi becoming freaking King Oger, that is just nuts. Honestly, I think people are freaking out more about that than any other component of the entire episode.
Yeah.
I get it. Time Red's wife is in this as well.
Yeah, imagine if he became Time Red.
I mean, you got Time Red, you got Time Fire. We had actors from these previous Sentais have been in Tokusatsu in the last 2 to 3 years. Having them come into this would not be unheard of.
Yeah, I give it a 9.5 out of 10. And it was a good start. It had great fight choreography, and I really dig the the Gozyuger suits. They look really cool.
Oh yeah, I like the suit.
Yeah. For me, I love the choreography as well, but I love the personalities of the villains. Like, I want to see more of the villains. I want to see their interactions. And given that we get Mr. Shining Knight and Miss Wedding Cake, it's like I'm curious what those two will be like. And I have to say, Miss Wedding Cake, she looks very similar to Candelaria or Poisandra.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that in itself could be a like a Kyoruger reference. And the monster of the day, the next episode will be like the No.1 treasure hunter. So I hope to see some kind of Bokenger reference in there.
On Ranger, Bokenger.
Yeah, but given the fact that he's got a crow and a top hat, I'm thinking there might also be a little bit of Lupin Ranger involved in there.
Yeah.
So let's see. I can't wait to see like how this plays out. But let us know what you guys thought of this episode. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you excited to watch the next couple of episodes? We know that next episode we got the Blue Ranger becoming Boon Red.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna be an interesting thing to see. What other Rangers do you want to come back as a different Ranger? Well, I think we kind of went into that.
Yeah.
I mentioned Kamen Rider Baron as Gokai Red just to fulfill his, just fulfill that role, and because it would be cool because they're literally best friends in real life. So.
Right. But for Gokai Red, I would also throw in Masahiro Inoue in there as well, because like it would just be silly that Kamen Rider Decade would become Gokai Red, and I hope someone says Honore Gokai Redo. Just as not that.
Who else? Yoshi. Find a way, bring back Yoshi in the fold.
I definitely want Yatsuhisa to come back in some capacity. Like obviously he's probably not going to be Gohan Red, but it'd be fun to see him come back because came back in Japan World Heroes. He came back in Boomjer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Time Red and Time Fire.
Yeah.
Because I have Geats on the brain at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I would definitely want to see some Bokenger actors come back. Like, it was really cool when Akashi came back in Gokaiger episode 21 and 199 Heroes, but I want to see him come back again.
Yeah,
he was my favorite Red. So I find it suspicious that Tegasaur is called the God of Destruction.
I mean, oh wait, Gaon, Zenkai Gaon, just because Tegasword.
Yeah. So for me, I would say, it was interesting that in Zenkaiger, the final boss was basically Kaito himself. So it would be interesting if Tegasword was the final villain.
Rumbling, it's
coming for you.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe Iuchi will stay for one more episode or 3, but will lose his powers, so he will have reasons not to stay on the show.
Maybe. We'll have to wait and see.
Or he could be the team's mentor.
Maybe. But the thing, if it was Taya, that'd be one thing, but he's not Taya. He's just this other character.
Like I said, Kaito Black. Kaito Black situation. Yeah. We've learned.
Can't wait to see Unicorn in action.
Yeah, first female Black Ranger. Well, full-time female Black Ranger.
And she's Filipina.
Yeah. She's half Japanese, half Filipina.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
The
Philippines.
Yeah, get that representation going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we've had a Canadian Yellow Ranger, but we've never had a Filipino Black Ranger.
Canadian?
Yeah.
When?
King Oger. Himeno was Canadian.
Bull. No, that's crazy. Huh? Learn something new every day.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why she's just so great and so nice, because she's Canadian.
Yeah, I can't. Oh man, rip Greg Baldwin. But can you imagine if he teamed up with her? It's like the two Canadian Rangers.
Yep.
Yeah. Or get Kane Kosugi team up with Geki Chopper because they're both from California. Yeah, I can't wait to see all 5 Rangers become past Reds together.
Me too. That's something that I've been looking forward to. Then I hope it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be I wouldn't be surprised if Goju, Wolf, Leon, Eagle, and Unicorn become the 4 red Tyrannosaurus Rangers, just so that when they join the Yellow Ranger in the fray, we got 5 T-Rex Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. One of these, not like the others, one of these guys is not a Red Ranger.
Which one is not the real red?
Yeah. Yeah. But also that's why I kind of wish I had, like, we would have had a Blue Eagle Ranger by now, just because now that we have a Green Eagle, like, we have almost every core color for an eagle, because we got freaking Duo Eagle, we got Gao
Yellow.
Gao Yellow, we got Aquila Pink, and we also have Green now. So we have all of the original Go Ranger colors as eagles except for blue. I'm just gonna Photoshop Armored Hero in there and just call it a day.
Oh yeah, just put in Armor Hero Eagle Man in there.
Yeah, just so that we could say, oh yeah, don't forget that, dude.
One of these things is not like the other.
Hey, look at that! It's freaking we got freaking a different character played by Toby. Barney Duncan. We see both versions of him in this episode of Mystic Force. Yeah. But yeah, so that's it, you know. If you enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon, stay notified for our latest videos. We finally finished Kamen Rider X, which means starting next week or the week after, still figuring it out, we will be doing the original 1971 Kamen Rider on Sundays. On Mondays, we got Ultraman X for 2 more weeks before we move on to the next Ultraman. And of course, we got our mainstay Kamen Rider Gav on Wednesdays, and this new series, #1 Sentai Gozyuger, Orekaso #1 on Thursdays. And also this Friday, we will be discussing the Tubi TV MMPR The Last Ranger Parody 7 this Friday. Be sure to check it out because you guys earned it. We met a subscriber benchmark, and our next subscriber benchmark is 3K on YouTube or 10K on Facebook. So definitely, please be sure to share, and subscribe to us on both of those platforms. And check out our recent Power Morphicon interviews that we've uploaded. We got 4 of them, and which include 2 of the Mystic Force Rangers right now. We got Nick and Vita, so definitely check those 2 interviews out. And also we got Gareth Ewan from Operation Overdrive. So, we have a lot of content for you guys this week. And if you check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we do various movie reviews. And if you want to follow our personal content, where can the people find you?
You can find me at youtube.com, Axel Ranger.
Find me over at Twitch and YouTube, Henshin Gate, putting up shorts and stuff, working on a video as we speak for the series, what's it called? Letterkenny. I'm very tired. It's 1 a.m.
Yeah. And you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. With all that said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits, hug your loved ones, and we'll see you all next time. Keep it #1.
Oh!